Hey everyone! Thanks for joining me tonight for a craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here every weeknight, Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft together. All right, so this is day 5 on our Catnap Under the Jade embroidery. It's densely stitched with the jade leaves, so we're continuing on that. It took us 5 days and we're still on it. But I am hoping to get through the actual jade plant tonight, and then next week on Monday I'm hoping we can finish the whole shebang. It'll be, we'll have to go at super speed, but I think we'll get it. So alright you guys, let's get stitching. Okay, so I'm gonna scooch you in. Alright, and scooch you guys over here down. So we're live on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube again tonight. So hello from wherever you're coming from. So alright, here we are. We did get started on the light green, so all the rest of these leaves are going to be this light green. There are a pile of them left. We kind of did the ones that were grouped in bunches, and we counted them. There's about as many leaves grouped in bunches here as there are throughout the rest of the deal, so I'm hoping we can finish. I would really like to actually get this mat that's underneath the jade plant done as well. But we'll see how it goes. So we're stitching this with 2 strands, and I'm actually going to take it out of this set of 3 strands that we got here. So zoop, separating just the one, and we're going to fold this in half so we can do that loop method of starting. So happy end of the week, everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay and excited for the weekend. Oh my gosh, you guys. Top of mind lately has been Wordle, which is just so silly. Let me know if anyone else does the Wordle every day. I managed to stay away from that for a long time, but then I'm like, fine, I'll see what it's all about. And I did it a couple times, and then I'm like, okay, sure, I get it. But then I found out that John was doing it too, and I'm like, oh my god, you're doing the Wordle? And so he started texting me, his Wordle or whatever for the day, and so then I'm like, well, I gotta do the Wordle then. And now we have my mom is doing it too, so we're like in this trio text of Wordle, like right away in the morning, because John has to do his Wordle right away in the morning, and then I'm like, god dang, now I gotta do it. So then I end up doing it, and Mom ends up doing it in the morning too. I got it on 3 today, people. Adrian says I do it in the morning to help me get my mind going before going to work. Nice. John said that kind of the same thing. He likes it because it's like for that period of time, like however long it takes, he doesn't have to think about anything else. He can just think about the Wordle. But it's on my brain because I had like a dream nightmare about it last night, and then I was like, man, if this is how my like nightmares are from now on, that's fine. But everyone's been talking about since the New York Times bought it, like the Wordle's getting more difficult and stuff, so I don't know why, but like that's what my dream was about. So in Wordle, you have to come up with like a 5-letter word, and if the letters that you guessed are right, they'll turn green, and letters that are right but in the wrong place will be yellow, basically. So I dreamt in my dream that they only stayed green for like 30 seconds, and then you had to remember what the right letters were or not, which made it harder because everyone's saying it's harder now. So my dream was about how Wordle was getting harder. So the green squares went away, and then you had to remember, which sucked. And then there were these little animated dudes on all of the squares that could just kind of jump around like a little video game. And so they were so distracting. I'm like, I'm just trying to think of this word. And all these little bouncy animated dudes were distracting me. And then, but I did remember my winning word. I remember in my dream, I did a word. I won't say what it is because it might affect any wordlers who haven't done today's. But I dreamt of my winning word, and I got it on the first try. And I'm like, oh, this is the word. It's a great word. And so then I'm like, I remembered it when I woke up. I'm like, that's going to be my word for the day. I'm using that word. It got all greens my first try. And then I used it as my first word. Nothing. It was all gray. I didn't get a single letter right from my magic dream word. So, boo. But that's literally all I remember from last night is that Wordle got hard because those green squares kept disappearing. Adrian says it's amazing how many 5-letter words there are. It's, the thing that's smart about it is that there's only one word a day. Like the human manipulation side of it is there's one word a day. And, you can only get to play that once, right? So, and everyone has the same word. So that builds like a fear of missing out thing, right? So and that's like the only reason I'm playing is like, because dang, John and Mom both did the Wordle, now I got to do the Wordle, fear of missing out. And it's those type of games that I like where it's challenging enough, but the rules are super duper limited, so it's just playing within those super limited rules, so it's like the perfect game. But yeah, so there's that fear of missing out, and then the community aspect of it, because everyone has the same word. So it's those two things that I think really made it take off. That's some human dynamics shenanigans there. I know, I can't believe that I was dreaming about that last night, but dang, it was hard with all those bouncing guys and my green letters, and then I couldn't remember what they were because they disappeared. So I was imagining all the worst ways that New York Times could make it harder because everyone's saying it's harder. Anywho, and then John's parents are here, so now we're going to get his mom into it too. But I figure that's okay. If that's what's on the top of my brain, it can sit there. That's fine. But it's just funny because I never thought I'd get into that. I'm like, okay, sure, everyone's playing Wordle, whatever. I'll check it out, see what it is. Oh, okay, I get it, whatever. Fine. But dang, it's just when you get people doing it too, that's what gets you. Anywho, it's still top of mind, obviously. Oh, goodness. It's just so silly. But yeah, now we're going to have to do it tomorrow morning. See what everyone gets. I am super duper trying to just crank through all these little green leaves today. Ooh, I was working on next month's embroidery of the month, so I stitched that up today and just need to take photos of it. I think that one will be fun. Because it's going to be March already, you guys. How did that happen? I suppose February is the shortest month. I spent the afternoon, so I was embroidering this afternoon, and then just watching Sparrow Spite on TikTok. They were doing a live, and that's the person who does all that really nice tatting, or I don't know. I like their tatting videos and stuff. So watching tatting live and stitching embroidery. Nothing wrong with that, but holy cow, it was windy today. The house was just kind of shaking all day, it felt like. We did not go out for our walk today. It was pretty brutal outside, so that didn't happen. We're going to have to get back on that, though. I feel like we've been skipping a couple days, and I don't want to make that a habit. All right, I don't even know what order I'm going in right now. I'm just kind of traveling around wherever I see a stitch to be made. We are making it. We're going to run out real soon here. I think we'll get like these couple stitches. Hey, don't tuck. I think we're making good progress. I was kind of expecting that this would go a little longer than the week, just because this is so dense. And I mean, you know, it almost looks like we haven't done much, right? Because we're just in this tiny little area, but there's so much stitching. Like, I might as well just have satin stitched this whole thing, like we're doing like some pet portrait thing or whatever. I suppose this is a pet portrait. But like one of those like filled in like realistic paintings of embroidery almost, but feels like I'm doing that dense of stitches, but it's not that dense, I suppose. I'm bummed we didn't get to stitch Chad Kitty tonight, or this week. I suppose I could have just stopped doing these greens, but it would have annoyed me if like, there's still those leaves up there that we gotta do. That would have been annoying, I think. Alright, I think this is my last stitch. Let's weave in the end. I'm doing well. Don't talk. Let me know how you're doing. Alright. 2, and I always go 3. Back's looking nice still, though. Okay, scissors. Oh yeah, we're using the yellow one because it's kind of close to this yellow green. I'm trying to match the scissors with the floss while we work on this. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, I got a little, what the heck? Oh, I got a little loose thread that I must have got caught on something. Boo. All right, I hate when that happens. But it's fine. All right, I'm going to grab another piece of thread. We only have 2 pieces left on here. Zoop. All right. So, and we're doing that thing again where we're making our 2 strands by folding it in half. And we can do that loop method to start. I wonder if I should get like these little dudes up here before they get forgotten. Oh, Jennifer says hello from hot Australia. Hello, future person. Yep, this is my drawing. We do all our own, or I do all our own embroidery patterns, embroidery kits for penguin and fish. So yep, this is my drawing. It's kind of the jade plant that's in my house. I've kind of manifest my parents' cat to be at my house. So through this embroidery. So the jade plant and this kind of stand, it's actually a sewing cabinet with the mat. That's at my house, and maybe like the carpet, or sort of like that carpet is at my house here. And then I just put my parents' cat in the scene. Because I miss Chad Kitty. Oh, thanks so much. Don't talk. I appreciate that. Yeah, so this is our embroidery of the month for February, and we always stitch the embroidery of the month the 3rd full week of the month. So we've been working on it all week. So I'm here for about an hour every night. So we've been on this, like, this is hour number 5, which, again, it's just such a small area, so it seems like crazy that just this small area is hour number 5, but it's so dense. There's like a lot. I mean, it's simple stitching. It's just a lot of stitches in this little area. So it's taking time. And this particular one, we're playing around with the idea of using a different number of strands. And we're trying to get the effect of the things that are closest to us. Like, we're looking straight down on this, sort of like we're looking down on the jade. So the jades that are closest to us are thicker lines that we've achieved by using more strands of thread. So that's these 2 right here are done with 6 strands of floss. And then all these other smaller dark green ones, those are supposed to like look a little further back, so we only stitched them with 4 strands of floss. So the stitches are just a hair thinner because there's less thread. And now these light green ones, they're even further away, theoretically, if we're looking straight down on this for real. And so we're doing those with 2 strands of thread, so they're even thinner. And then once we get down to the bottom, to the cat and the rug and the yarn, that's like our farthest away object. That's going to be just done with 1 strand. So we're trying to play with this idea of perspective a little bit with the number of strands we use. And that's something we haven't done before here, so I'm having a fun time with that. Marcia says, I've been noticing that sunflower needle minder that I'm using recently. Did you make it? So cute. It is totally cute. It is by Marie. She pops up on YouTube. I don't see her in there right now, or she hasn't commented at least. But she made it and sent it to me, and look how cute it is. So it's crocheted. So there's a magnet, and it's I don't know how she did this, but there's a magnet in here, and there's a magnet on this side. It looks like it's covered with paper or fabric or something too. And then 2 little crocheted pieces attached to it, and it's just adorable. And I mean, I can put it on my oh, actually, it looked pretty cute on my piece while we stitch. But I kind of like just having them nearby, and then I just toss my needle at them. So I just have it like next to me here, throw my needle at it. That's kind of how I roll with the needle minders lately. But yeah, my penguin and fish needle minder, I put it with a different project, so so I got this one out again. But isn't it cute? That was just like, we were talking needle minders once, and she sent me one, and that was just super sweet of her. But yeah, I'm hoping to make some more needle minders coming up. I know we're out of those penguin and fish ones, but I was going to do another colorway of them. So if you think of a background color that you'd like, I was thinking maybe like like that blue. Let's see, do I have that here? Like maybe this this kind of winter morning blue. I thought that I don't have one nearby. Oh, maybe I do. I have one in my tatting bag here. I'll show you what I'm talking about just in case you don't know. All my tatting shenanigans are in here. We got a tatting project to finish here too, you guys. Where are you? Oh, maybe I took it out of here. I don't think I did, though. I think it's just crowded. Oh, here we go. It's attached to my my scissors. I always like keeping scissors with every project, so I just have this thrown in my project bag here. Everything's stuck to it right now. But yeah, so these were our needle minders. This is the first time that we did needle minders, and we're sold out of them. I think I have this one and one more left. We actually have a couple more that don't have the second magnet, so I'm kind of bummed about that. So maybe I'll make those available for cheap if anyone wants one without a second magnet on it, if you have a spare magnet. But so I was thinking of doing another one. I want to do more of like other designs too, but I want to do more of this same design too. But I was thinking it'd be fun to try one with like maybe a light blue background. Maybe I'll make him a little darker or something. But I thought I'd just kind of reorder it, but with like a different color. Would be kind of fun. Oh, Don't Talk says that's a cute pouch. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, so this is that project. So when I was at my parents' house, I know we're taking a detour here, but I finished this guy and starched it. So this is that tatting pattern that we had been working on. That's supposed to look a little bit like a tatting shuttle. I want to stitch it onto this really pretty wool. I mean, this is way more than I need, and I want to make like an itty bitty case. So I want it like stitched here, and then I want like this cute red zipper on, and I want it about this size, so little. And I want it to be for my current tatting project, like whatever I'm working on currently, because this is my tatting. Oh, let's see, how do I fold this up again? This is my dedicated tatting bag. I got the T on there for tatting, but I kind of have patterns, and I just kind of have everything in here, like all my random, stuff that I've made. It's just kind of a mess already, right? And, this is the current project, so I'm sticking it in there. But it's not nice to just, like, grab what I'm working on and then, go somewhere else. So I thought, you know what? I need a bag to go within my bag. And so that's going to be this cute little tatted shuttle here on this pretty wool. I think that's going to look super duper nice. And then I can throw it in here when I'm not using it, or I can just take it out, and that will be my like current project that I'm tatting. Yeah, I put the thing back in there, the needle minder. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe that like winter morning color for the background on that needle minder. Anywho, so that's a project to finish, but I did get all of that tatting done at my parents' house. I was just kind of cranking out the projects. I think I just needed, a few days just to make as much as I could, and that was just really relaxing. But yeah, so that little bag I'd love to have done. How is the needle minder mailed so they don't get stuck in the sorting machines? They're mailed as packages, so I don't actually, Cheryl, put it in. I'm going to jump all the way down here. I don't put it in an envelope, which is kind of a bummer because, shipping is more expensive than, which sucks. But yes, that's the worry, right? That it's going to get stuck in a sorting machine. So it's nice as an add-on item because, then it can go in a package with other things and stuff too. But yeah, so we just mail it in like our smallest package, which is still about like that big, and like 3/4 of an inch or something. I like that color for another version of the needle minder. Oh, cool, Marsha. Yeah, so I don't want to only do those for needle minders. I'd like to do some other things, and we talked about some ideas. But yeah, if you have any ideas, I thought it'd be kind of fun to make one that said like, make it 80% good, or like little reminders of like to be easy on yourself with stitching and all that. I thought it'd be kind of fun for like some little sayings like that, and some with like a couple little characters on. I just gotta draw them up and send them off. But yeah, they're fun, and I really do find myself like putting them in with projects because it's just nice to. There's so many projects where you just need a needle every once in a while. Like with tatting, you barely need a needle. You just need it for the end to weave in the end. That's like literally it. But it sucks to have to go find one, right? So, and same with the scissors. So I always throw one of those in, and now I'll probably start throwing a needle minder with a needle on it in all my little bags. I have been adding to my cute little craft bags, though. I am just loving this idea of, like my tatting bag that I just showed you, like just grouping types of crafts in a bag. So like I have that, we did that darning, so I put all my darning stuff in one bag, and today I just put all my needle felting stuff in one bag, and there's always some sort of internal code for myself so I know what's in it. So I gotta show you. Just because I'm excited. So the T is for tatting, and it has a tatted T on. So this is my tatting pouch. This is my for my new speed weaver, that speed weaver that I got. Like this whole thing, my darning stuff. So I put it in this bag because it has an autumn design on, and in the fall is when you're going to want to start darning all your socks and your sweaters to get prepped. And then I have this one I did today. This one has all my needle felting stuff, and my little reminder is that little heart that we made for when we were doing some needle felting. a couple weeks ago, and I just stuck a pin on it and put it on the zipper pull. But that's my little reminder. In here is my needle felting stuff. So all of this was just in like a giant bin in my basement, and I'm just starting to just organize just different crafts like that together, and it's been so helpful because I can just grab the bag and know that everything I need is right in there. I'm excited about it. It's just such a simple idea, but I'm having so much fun just making these little bags. And we've made all those zipper pouches were ones that we've made here at some point, just because they're fun to make, and we'll make more. I love making those little zipper pouches. But yeah, it's just been awesome to have like a whole craft in there versus having to dig through my whole bin and find just all the right supplies. And then I just have them all lined up, my little bags lined up. It's the little things, right? All right, I have a few more stitches left in this thread. Ooh, hey, then we only have this stuff down here left. Dang, okay, we are speeding through this way faster than I thought. We must have putzed around yesterday. I guess we did do all these stems. That took a long time. So that's why, because we have the same amount of leaves as we did like yesterday, but yeah, just didn't have to do those stems. So I think we'll definitely get this little mat done. That'll be nice. Maybe we can start on Chad Kitty tonight. I don't know if we'll get that far, but that'd be cool. All right, I think that has to be my last stitch. I'm going to weave it in right here. Then I have one last piece of thread from this original piece we cut, and I don't think it's going to last us for the rest of these stitches, but we'll see. I've been rocking at thread chicken today, by the way. So maybe we'll add to the run here. All right, one last piece. Let's double up. Let's match up those ends. And there we are. We'll do that loop method again. Ugh, there. Just can't get it in the right spot. Okay, right here. Hey, Nolene. There we are. Gosh, that loop method is so quick. We won't be able to do it anymore for the poor little kitty, though. How far back did you do needle felting? Oh, what did we do that for? We had a reason. Oh, I know why, Grace. It was when I cut open my sweater. It was when I cut this guy. I steeked it. So I cut up the front to make it a cardigan, and I needle felted. I got my needle felting stuff out to needle felt the edges down. And I think I did a little, I might have just done it in Tic Tac. I think I did a little video on how to do like the sculpting of needle felting. I gotta get all those up on YouTube. Yeah, I gotta download those and get them up to YouTube. I'm trying to figure out a good, easy system to do that quickly. But yeah, so we did it for this sweater, and we talked about it, like why it works and how it works when we did the sweater stuff. So yeah, it was. Let's see. I don't think it was the first video of the sweater, because I think we had to measure. What was the order of that? Maybe we did. It wasn't, it's not at the beginning of the video, though. I think it is the first video we did of this sweater, like cutting into this sweater, but we measured stuff, and did we sew too? I think oh no, we did that after. So we measured everything, like ribbon, and then cut it, and then I think we needle felted it. Then I think the next day we sewed it in. How many hours per week do I stitch? Noeline's asking. Basically only when I'm on here with you guys. I just did a little bit extra today just because I need to get the embroidery of the month. So I'll stitch the embroidery of the month. But I got the flowers done. I think we're going to send an email out about that on Tuesday. But I got those cute little flowers. Oh, I got some spare ones up there. Where do I go first? I'm going to do these guys down here, and then I'll jump up there. I'm doing another set of those flowers, and this new set is called First Blooms. So we did do Summer Blooms, and now this new set is called First Blooms. But I'm going to be stitching those live. Actually, it'll be live, but I might do a little bit not live. It'll be like a mishmash, but I'm going to be doing those next week sometime during the day. So that'll be unique because I don't usually do all that stuff during the day. So it'll be kind of random during the week. We're going to send an email out about this, I think, but it'll be random during the week. I think I am going to do it on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok again. But it'll be kind of willy-nilly throughout the week. I will announce it on like Facebook or something like 10 minutes before I go live, or something like that. But then I'm just gonna chill and stitch all of those. So I need to stitch the samples so I can take photos for the covers. That's usually why I'm stitching when I'm not here live, is usually for embroidery of the month, because I don't want to spill the beans of the embroidery of the month beforehand, so I do that by myself, that embroidery, and then, these new embroideries that aren't the embroidery of the month, I'm hoping to do more of those live and less not live. Sometimes I do other videos with them that that's not live, so that's sometimes why I don't go live with all of them. But how many hours I stitch a week? Typically, it's just when I'm here with you guys. So that's the short answer. And then like once a month, a hair more when I gotta crank out an embroidery of the month. But I'll usually do that in one sitting. So one long sitting. Next month's does not take as long as this one. So there's your clue for the next month's one. I got that completely done this afternoon, although I think time kind of flew. I was just watching TikTok lives in my headphones. That is a new thing that I just makes time pass easily. Oh, we're almost done here. So I got like one more stitch on this guy. Oh, I think there's one little other stitch hiding in here. And then I gotta get back up there. Oh my god, I don't know if I have enough thread for all that though. We might have to do that forward back stitch thing just to preserve a little bit of thread. But dang, if we make it in this piece of thread, that means we did all of this light green in one perfect cut of the 6-strand embroidery floss, because this is it. This is all I have left, and we've been using the strands like one at a time. So that's kind of cool. I think I can eke 6 stitches or whatever out of this for sure. I don't even think I need to go do the back and forward stitch. I better double check. There isn't any other leaves hiding in here. Nah, I think we got them all. Perfect pull of floss length for this. Oh, yep, Grace, I'm Penguin and Fish on TikTok as well. My profile pic is me holding an embroidery kit. And if you go to the Penguin and Fish page, you'll see me there. I look the same as I do on YouTube. But yeah, but I think for these lives I'll go on go on both. I'll go on or on all three. I was just thinking about doing it on TikTok, but I think I'll stick to, just because it's going to be like a really long, like it might be like an 8-hour stitch long sort of situation. So longer than just these hours in the evening. But yeah, there's no reason I can't do that on Facebook and YouTube too. All right, there we are. Ugh, greens are done. Hey, and it's just barely after 9. We got tons of time left. Let's next up I'm going to get this mat done that's on the tabletop. Hopefully that won't take that long. And then oh shoot, I hate when I do that. Then we can jump down and start the kitty cat. That'd be fun to start tonight. But I still want to get the mat done first. I think that would annoy me to leave that hanging there. And that's still a 2-strand thing, so I've kind of been going from like the 6 strands lower. So I want to get all the rest of the 2-strand stuff done. All right, gray. So we're using the gray for the mat there, but I think it's looking nice. The flowers will be our small kit size, so I think those are, I think they're $21 for the small kits, but we're going to be having like a special for the sets, and we'll have them as PDFs too, Robin, so we'll have that as an option. All right, I think we'll get our like 24 inches or so here. Jennifer's asking, how do we find you on TikTok? So when you go on TikTok, at the bottom left, there'll be like the little icons. And if you do the one that looks like the little, search glass or whatever, magnifying glass, the search one, then the search will come up, and then there'll be a search on there somewhere, and then just type in like penguin and fish. Yeah, I think, Nolene, I think you're right. All one word like that. I wonder if the ampersand would work, but probably just try all one word, penguin, A-N-D, fish, and I'll pop up as a user, and then you just click on that, and you'll get on my profile page. I'm using 2 strands. I forgot what I was doing here for a sec. Oh, I didn't double this up. I didn't double up my length, so that's fine. We'll just do, maybe I'll just pull 2 strands out of here, and we won't do the loop method. Forgot to double it up. That's okay. But yeah, so I'll pop up, and then you'll be in my profile image area, or you'll be on my profile, and it'll be obvious. My picture will be at the top, and all sorts of pictures of me and videos underneath. But that's how. So if you're curious about that, I'll be on the other places too. I'll be on Facebook and YouTube as well for those lives, but I'll do that. You have the rug as 1 strand. Oh yeah. So I'm doing the mat first here. So yep, the rug, I'll be doing that with 1 strand. So that's with that gray as well. I just haven't done this little mat up there yet. So that's what I'm working on now. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I think let's start with the border, I guess. I was kind of like mapping it out, and I don't really have a plan for this one. If you did this mat with 1 strand, that would be totally fine as well. Okay, where's my thread at? Oh, kind of up high, so I think I got a few little stitches in here. This is not what I was intending, but I ended up with my thread. Oh no, it was low. Never mind. Let's go back down here. All right, I'm going to do just kind of around the outside first, I think. We could actually weave these lines, but I think I'll just stitch them. Oh, thanks, Nolene. Nolene says the Tic Tac vids are good. So I haven't done hardly any this month, which I'm bummed about. So I think I'm going to pick them up again for the next month, for March. But I want to figure out how I can easily get them up on YouTube right away, and like some other places, like on Instagram and all that too. Ooh, Anne says, have you tried ribbon embroidery? I found a kit for it like 20 years ago, and it was beautiful. I think I'd like to try it again. I have not, but we've talked about it a few times here. So I am going to have to get on that. Like it's, I can feel it bubbling up to the top of, you know, my mental energy. Like I feel like it's, I'm gonna just need to do it all of a sudden one day. Like got to do this right now. So it's bubbling up to the top. I can feel it. So I'm going to have to maybe, you know what? Maybe I should check one of those out at the library. I checked out all those tatting books from the library. I also checked out some bobbin lace books. So that's kind of been bubbling to the top too. I don't know how I would actually do the bobbin lace like with what I have here. That'll be interesting. But yeah, maybe I should, I'll do a search at the library for some like silk ribbon embroidery and see what pops up. I get the concept. So like I get the idea of like you come up with the ribbon and then you can kind of go back and like poke into the ribbon and that will kind of hold it there, but like leave the fat ribbon shape, and that looks really pretty for like leaves and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of get it. Like I've seen it done, I think, like once or twice. But I don't think I'd be able to do it very successfully without looking into it just a teeny bit more. But I feel like I get the concept in the sense that it, you know, not like tatting where I didn't get it at all until I learn more about it, right? I think I get the concept of how it works. So I'm just going to kind of go back and forth here. Should I go to the center of all of them? I think I'm not gonna go back though. I think I'm gonna just make the stitches as long as what these mats are, and then they're all gonna end up, I'll just kind of make this like a split stitch. They're all gonna kind of end up with the points at the center points. I don't usually do that, but I think for this mat, it might look actually kind of cute in a very, very subtle way. Oh, Paula says it's mostly like chain stitch. Interesting. Yeah, so you're kind of just going back into the same spot almost, but like stabbing the ribbon. Oh gosh, they look freaking beautiful though. All right, it's bubbling to the top a little bit more. I think I'll have to check the library. Marcia says, ooh, ribbon and embroidery, I always wanted to try that. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be really fun. That'd be a good like week 4 thing for us to do. So week 4 of the month is sort of when we're trying to, you know, have our freebie week. We'll be doing a little bit, I mean, you know, next week's week 4 and we'll have to finish this, but in general, I'm hoping to have it be relatively free. We'll also be doing the Splendid Sampler 2 quilt along, but that's, ooh, I thought I felt a fuzzle. Oh man, stupid. We got a fabric thing stuck in here. I'm just going to cut it out. But anyway, that sounds like a fun thing that we could try one of these week 4. So maybe March's week 4, last week of the month, we can try ribbon embroidery. Although I probably have to get supplies. I remember I was at like a quilt show and there was a vendor that had silk ribbon embroidery. Or not embroidery, silk ribbon. And gosh, it's beautiful. So I have some of that around somewhere. I just got like maybe 2 colors or something for no reason other than it was really pretty. But it'd be fun to like find those. Cause isn't it typically like silk ribbon that's used? I guess I don't even know. See, I need to know stuff. So I'll have to do a little bit of research. But I don't have a ton of ribbon. I do have the ribbon that we use in these kits. So I bet you could theoretically do some ribbon embroidery with just like satin ribbon like this. I probably need different thread or different fabric too. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research. Oh, Gina says yes, silk. Yeah, because it probably pulls through easier, right? Oh, Gina says I've done it. It's very easy and similar to regular embroidery. Oh, a lot simpler than it looks. Well, I like to hear that. I like when magic tricks are easy. Grace says, supplies and gadgets. Woohoo! I know, right? I guess any excuse for more supplies and gadgets as of late, it seems. I don't think we'd need any more gadgets. I bet you we could fit it in these, like, embroidery needles with the wide eye of the embroidery needle. Maybe some, like, thicker, or some, like, more linen-y type fabric with, like, a bigger weave, because I you know, I'm speculating, but I'm speculating that it's going to be hard to pull a giant piece of ribbon through small little you know, weave of fabric. So I suspect you might need a slightly bigger weave, like a looser weave of fabric, but I guess I don't know that for sure. Marcia says you'll need another bag of ribbon embroidery supplies. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe we can do some silk ribbon embroidery on the front of it. That'd be fun. Oh man, it's rising to the top. We're gonna be doing it, I think. Fun. I just feel like I have to know how to do everything related to crafting. Like, I need to know all the secrets. Marcia says that too. Marcia says, you need another bag for ribbon embroidery supplies. Yep. And I'm running out of those little zipper pouches. For a while, I had them all over the place because we were making a ton of them together here. So I had loads of them. I think they're almost all being used up. Oh, I have like that really long one that we made, like where we lengthened the zipper. That would maybe work. It's kind of a bigger one. Well, if there's like a roll of ribbon or something in there. Now I'm gonna have to. So, like, I'm excited about these bags, because these zipper pouches, because eventually I will get completely through. This needs to be a whole weekend, I think. But I'll get through my bin. Like, I just have a big honkin' like Sterilite bin of craft stuff in the basement that's just kind of thrown all in there. Like, unorganized, like all sorts of crafts. Like, it'd be awesome to empty that out and have everything live in a cute little bag where it's meant to be and everything. And then just, like, the stuff that I don't need anymore, donate or something like that. Like, it'd be nice to just go through that and have, like, less stuff. So that sounds relaxing, to turn it all into little zipper pouch bags. The bin. Okay, Grace says check out Judith Baker Montano books. She's excellent. Ooh, will do. Yeah, I love, like, checking out those old craft books from the library and stuff. I think that's fun. I got this whole bag of like 10 books here of tatting books. I am gonna run out of thread on this, though. I think. We might just get this little mat done. It would be nice to put a couple stitches on the little kitty cat, though. We'll see. I don't know if we'll get that far in 10 minutes. On Chad Kitty. Oh, from this angle they look like palm trees. Oh, they totally do. They look like the little stems coming up. That's funny. JW. All these little stitches. I think if I would have just done big, long stitches and kind of like woven them together, this would have gone like probably twice as fast, but that's okay. I think this is looking cute. There's a couple stitches hiding down here too, but I think we're gonna have to come back to those. I don't think I have enough thread for all that. Yep, definitely gonna need more. And I think that's where I'm calling this thread. So I'll get 2 more pieces out of, oh shoot, that's annoying. I actually have to snip them in line. Done that like every time tonight, haven't I? At least twice. Ooh, and it's so short I can't thread it. There we are. Got it. One last, going backwards. I would have been fine with just having those just 2, but I always like doing 3 back and forths. All right. Let's get more of that gray. 2 more pieces. Colorful fuzzle over here. Okay. I want to get a little bit of that kitty stitched, but I don't want to move on from up here. I think we'll start with some of his brown lines, because then we can do the brown of what are those called? Legs of the table. Those are done with the 1 strand. So this is going to be it. This is the last 2 strands here, and then we're down to the single strand pieces. There we go. All right. I got a couple over here, and then those few that are hiding behind the leaves. And we'll just get some of that brown out again just because, and stitch like 3 stitches and then be done with them. Ooh, let's start down here, because then I'll end up down here, and then I can just jump over to that spot easily. I'm definitely going to have to hang this up next to my jade plant, and then I can imagine that Chad kitty's here. Such a good kitty. I think out of all the cats that my parents have had, Chad's the most you live in my world and I allow you to be in it sort of cat. At least that's my impression of him. He's so cute though. Alright, let's do one last stitch here, and then I'm gonna just jump. There's like, I don't know, a few little itty bitty pieces hiding in here. Nolene says I should get a kitty. I know, that'd be cute and nice, but I don't know. I don't want an indoor cat with hair, and that's the problem. I like visiting. I just, yeah, I don't want hair on everything. That's kind of my big kicker of all that. And John's allergic, so there's that. I suppose that matters, right? I think there was was there? I think this is it. I don't think there are any more little lines in there. I thought I saw one, but there we go. So that's the mat. So let's weave in the end, and ooh, good. We have 5 more minutes that I can work on this little kitty cat. Again, I'm just going to start with the brown because I have some out already from doing all these stems. And there's brown in the kitty. All right, jumping right to it. Let's do, oh gosh, yeah, I got tons of thread here. So I just need 1 strand. So this is from when we were folding it in half still. So really I could cut this in half. or we can just stitch. I might just stitch with a really long strand, like a twice as long strand as I normally do, which I don't like doing because it wears the floss a little bit more, but I don't think we have to worry about that with just this amount of stitches. All right, we're doing it. So I think one of the reasons I didn't want to start the cat right away is because I wanted something to weave into. So I'm going to weave into the backs of the stitches of this green little plant here, and then we can just start up wherever. Oh, Anne says, I need more tatting shuttles, lots of different colors and things. I found a few I really like. Oh, cool, but I think I need them all. You know, I have found lately, oh gosh, like when I was at my parents' house and I was doing some of that tatting, and my mom was into tatting, and we got all these snowflake books, and I'm like, ooh, I should just start a snowflake, but then it's like, oh, my tatting shuttles already have a project on. So I couldn't, I mean, theoretically I could unwind all the floss and start something new, but yeah, I'm thinking extra shuttles. Since then I've thrown a couple extra shuttles in that little tatting bag that I have, just because, yeah, if you want to start something up, it's hard to do. All right, I'm going to, I think let's just start with this little M on his head. So I am now looking at the pattern. So this is because I need to know there's tan stripes and there's black stripes. So I need to keep that nearby to know what's what. Oop, yep, felt that on the back there. That might be a problem with working with a longer piece of thread, but we'll see. We'll see if I can deal with it. The little Chad M. Oh, I'm going to connect these, but I don't think they're connected in the pattern. I left a little gap, but I screwed that up already. We'll leave a little gap on the other side. I think we'll do this side of the M. He's a sleepy little kitty. This is what he does when he comes inside. He just naps. Kitty. Chad kitty, I miss you, little kitty. All right. I think I'm going to jump down to his little leg. Yeah, that's... Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll go... Man, did I get another knot? Yeah. That's why I like having my left hand there. I can feel when there's like a knot or there feels like there's more thread there than there should be. There we go. I think I'm going to do kind of along his back here a little bit. For a few more minutes, and then we will have to pick this up on Monday, but I'm excited we got to stitch on him a little bit. So yeah, so Monday is when we'll stitch on this again, and I think we can finish this all in one day. I don't know for sure, but we might just stay late and finish it. So then I also want to work on the Splendid Sampler 2 next week again. That's kind of our week to play around with that. All right, every time I stitch, I am checking to see if it's a black stripe or a brown stripe. Just, you know, if it looks like I'm going willy-nilly, I am actually looking every single time. Oh, Sharon says, I think every time I watch you, I learn something. Ugh! Well, that's exciting. I'm glad to hear that. Hope that's helpful. Oh, wait, is this one? Yeah. I'm just kind of trying to travel down the leg and then come back up, I think. I feel like I messed this up. Oh, no, I remember when I was stitching this the first time, I forgot his two little cheeky brown stripy whiskery guys. I had to go back with like 2 tiny pieces of thread to finish it. I remember this time though. And we're going to do tiny satin stitches for his little like beans, his little toes right there. We'll get to that. Those are black. I did actually peek. I didn't know what color his toes were when I drew this, but I did peek when I visited my parents, and they're like a mottled mixture of black and pink, at least the ones that I saw. So multicolored. All right, I think this might be the last stitch of the night. I think I will just attach this, my little needle minder right to there. Keep this all together. Then I can easily lift this around and move it this weekend if I need to, but I am so happy we got started on that little kitty, little Chad kitty tonight. Ugh, and this whole area is done. I guess we still have this to do. I can't forget that. I'll have to come back to that. But ooh, that was a lot to do all of that busy jade area. But now we get to do like the cute little area bit down here. So awesome, you guys. So thank you again for joining me tonight. That was super fun. I am really happy we got that far. I was not expecting to be able to start the kitty tonight, so that'll make Monday go much smoother, and I'm confident we can get it done on Monday. I think that'll be good. So that's when we'll work on it again. So thanks again, everyone. I'm happy with how this is turning out, and yeah, we won't take 2 days to finish it like I was thinking. It'll just be the one. So good. So have a lovely, lovely weekend, everyone, and we'll let you know for sure with an email when we stitch, or just to be on the lookout for when we stitch those flower embroideries during the week next week. I will announce, like on Facebook, a few minutes before going live, and then it'll be like a long live. It'll be like several hours. It won't be just the 1 hour like this. Yeah. So awesome. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Good night.